Hello. Hi, everybody. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me just make sure you guys can hear me. Yeah, it should be okay. Ah, boy, 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 boy. Um, I'm still calling y'all members. I'll let y'all know what's going on. So, welcome, everyone, for live spiritual messages. These will be. Let me greet our friends. Um, so yeah, so the membership. I have to take this off. I have to take this off. Because I'm doing something different now. I'll explain. So, uh, okay, so let's just start greeting. Hello, member Angel, member Cherry Blossom, member Erica. How y'all doing? Member Caitlin, um, and subscribers and everybody else that's here. Um, why is it so delayed? All right. Okay. So YouTube is definitely bugging out. They're it's a big us YouTube content creators. We kind of know what's been going on in the background, and they hire, I guess, a new person in charge of like monetization and YouTube membership and all this and that, and they're just going crazy. I'm gonna be honest. They're just deleting channels for whatever reason. They deleted a Bible channel saying that they have repetitive content because the person is just, in front of the camera talking about Bible verses or whatever, and they may talk about several um, verses, to draw different inferences from it. So it's just a lot going on with YouTube. So if you're trying to be a content creator on YouTube, it's a great place to grow. But I don't know, like I said, how they're just, this is the problem. YouTube is scanned by AI. You see, the AI is the gift and the curse. It's being scanned by AI to look at channels to make sure they comply with everything. And our channel's still here, thank goodness. But they paused the membership. So when they did that, I'm the type of person that I don't, you got to earn my trust. So when show me that you're going crazy, or they're doing these outrageous, erratic crackdowns, then I start doing backups, and doing some other stuff. So what I started is a Patreon, and I've been looking at this for a while. So it's like I guess a little tower that, when something happens, it's because you have to learn from it. So what I learned is, okay, I need a backup plan to the backup plan to the backup plan. So follow me. I could go live if anything happens to this channel. Okay, two things. I'm gonna probably start another channel, uh, or you'll know. But follow me on TikTok or Instagram. All right, those are my backup. I can't go live on Instagram yet because they have whatever requirements, and it's like to start over. I built this channel since 4 years ago, and I've been working very hard at it. But if it's being threatened, and all of my content creator friends, a lot of them have been affected. One of them got his channel deleted, and he doesn't do any copyright stuff. He just talks. Last week, and he had a backup channel, thank goodness. But it is, and I'm over here doing appeals. There's a bunch of stuff going on in the background that y'all don't know. So I'm going to make sure I have, so I set up the Patreon. The Patreon is Foxy Blue. I'll show you, and I'm setting it up. Okay, so the membership, if you want to become a member, if you want to have a member, you can go on there. My Patreon is gonna be under, and I started setting it up, so I'm going to be, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazier than a soup sandwich. And I wish I was kidding, but some of you reached out to me. My email, I'm gonna give you my email if you need to also stay in touch with me. Uh, uh, like just in case. So my backup is gonna be, I could go live on TikTok. So anything happens, I'll be going live on here for now. So what this has catapulted is for us to be all over the damn universe. You get me? Hi, Erica. Nice to see you. Oh, it's crazy. I wish I was making this up, but I'm not. So I started a Patreon, and it's under Foxy Blue, BLUU. And my email is foxybluesecretgarden@gmail.com if you need to contact me. But I'm on IG, and I don't post too much, but I'm gonna start, taking other things serious, other backup plans. I don't do too much on TikTok either. I post like music or some readings and stuff, but I'm gonna use TikTok more, and also just in case again they delete this channel, whatever. You got my email, you got all the ways to contact me. So should I have made, oh, okay, so that just reminded me. See, I want to open this up to everybody, but it's just crazy. Blue looks good on you. Thank you so much. Um, I got them. Crazy. It's just taking a while. Let me see if I can do it from here. Let me do it from here. I'm like 2 phone baby king. What you mean? We got 2 phones left. We're gonna take care of it. All right. Okay. All right. Cool. This is even better. Yep, I was able to do it from my other phone. So it's like I now see the problem with me, and like I'm an Aquarius, so it's like I analyze everything. I'm the how AI is scanning channels. They find any weird thing, they just taking them down or pausing memberships or doing all kinds of stuff for nonsense that it's not fair. I didn't do no violations in the channel. What do? I just post myself talking, doing spiritual readings. It's nothing crazy. So but when that happens, like I said, you show me that I can't like trust everything, and now I'm gonna move accordingly. That's all. You gotta learn, you gotta live and learn, and you gotta move according, unfortunately. So on TikTok I got like 30,000 likes or something crazy, but I don't post too much. I don't have that many followers, but it's okay. It's quality. I'll build it. Gentlemen, we could rebuild it, just like the $6 million man from back in the day. It's like we could do it again. And now even stronger. So I'm gonna sage. We're gonna so my Cash App, I'm doing Cash App readings. The members I got the members. So moving forward, if you want to continue with membership, it's gonna be on Patreon. But for the rest of this month, you good, or I'll see. I can see when you guys join and everything. But it is what it is. And what I will offer on Patreon is some extra readings, and you get your reading is the main thing. And if you know anything about personal readings, they could range from I don't know, 60 or 120 for personal reading or more. But the membership is way less than that. So it's well worth it, and the members know that it's well worth it. If you want spiritual, that's like a form of also it's a form of therapy, spiritual therapy. If you not to replace a therapist or anything. So we start now on Patreon. Yeah, thank you so much. If you believe in me, you like what I do, you like my content, you find value in it, I'm gonna build it. So now I'm gonna go ham. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm gonna go ham. You gonna see me. Y'all gonna see what I do. You're gonna see. And I'm gonna change a couple of things too from just my channel. I'm reflecting, restructuring. It's the same thing. It's about this. It's the same price, $5.99. Well, on Patreon, yeah, it's different, but yeah, it's like five. It's $5.99 on Patreon because they have their tiers. Um, and they don't charge as much as YouTube. It's like a challenge. It's like, the time moment, but it's something good is coming out of it. Is that we get to keep a lot of our profit because this is my job. This is part of my jobs, one of my jobs. So, and I work. Y'all know I work hard. I got 1,000 videos on this thing, and I put in an effort. I did free readings for 3 years of the 4 years that I've been on this channel. Like, I put in the work. So if you follow me, if you want to, and I'm gonna also promote it on IG, and I'm gonna promote it on TikTok. So that's what we're doing. So we're going to um, continue there. And other things, I also post behind the scenes, like random stuff, like, that have something to do with YouTube or content creation, or if I travel to do if I do a show, or if I go to a crystal show, I post stuff, everything to do with my body and spirit. So, yeah. And there's different tiers. It really should be more what I charge because the readings are abbreviated for member. It's not the full personal reading, but if you like a personal reading, you could reach me on my email, and I have and we'll set up the personal readings. Those of you that have gotten personal readings from me, I put in more time, more than an hour. It's supposed to be for 45 minutes to an hour, but I put in a little extra. All right, so let me put my Cash App. Hold on. Everything's so slow. I don't have the time for this. All right. But thank you for understanding. If you guys have any other questions, it's just YouTube being crazy, honestly. And I don't know, what else to say. But it shocked me, and it pissed me off. It shakes you. You know what I'm saying? It's not fun, but I'm like, okay, your word, okay. Now I got my contingency plans. Have contingency plans, and that's the main reason why I started my own business too, because things suddenly happen. Like, you could be working at a company 30 years and they let you go. They're like, nah, we don't need you anymore. So that's why it's like I want to control the narrative. I want to build and I've already been building, so people already following me on there that I spoke to. So, okay. So let's see. So we'll start if you'd like a donation. So the donation $5.99 for a reading for the people, for the subscribers. Let me put this on subscriber mode because we already started with nonsense. So let's put customization, subscribers. All right, let's do that. Okay. I gotta think of everything. Okay, nice to see everybody, and and Jewel, thank you, and just I was trying to I was like, it's gonna be all right, like Kendrick said, it's gonna be all right, because I know some people were panicking, like then they hit me up panic mode, and I understand. Thank you for understanding, and thank you, and that made me feel great because it's like, yo, you find value in what I do. I appreciate that because it makes a difference. Some people might be like, oh no, it's not. Protection. All right. Okay, so let me put this on private. Do not disturb. Okay. All right, so we'll start with Anjul. Now that we got that, um, okay, all right. So if paid readings, five. Yeah, it's okay, 5. Okay, thank you, Cherry Blossom. That's fine. That's fine. Okay. So I'll put, if you guys want to be put on the list, we'll do that. We'll come in and out. And I'll try to be live again this week because I'm on a mission. But and I'll see, how the week plays out. If I'm not able to be live, it's because too much is going on. And as y'all can see, look, I'm being kept crazy busy because then I have to set up shop and upload videos. Imagine uploading on all these social media. And that's probably going to be part of the reading for somebody, to just make plans, which will keep you super busy, but you got to do it. You either give up or move accordingly. So, um, I'm not trying to give up. Sorry, how much for a reading? It's fine. It's fine. Five is fine. Thank you so much for posting, Cherry Blossom. All right, so Cherry Blossom, I'll put you and turn the channel on. Thank you so much. Yeah, um, Erica, I'll put you down. Let me know if everybody wants to be put down. Caitlin, nice to see you all. It's early. It's early because I was like, this is an emergency. I got to get this done. This is an emergency. Nice community, nice subscribers that we have and members. Cool people. We got a lot of people that pop in and out. Um, if I'm missing somebody, just let me know. So let me pin my comments for the Cash App donation so people won't ask. And Jewel, Cherry Blossom, Erica, Caitlin. Am I missing somebody? Okay. All right, so let's get started. So, and Jewel, do you have a specific question or what's happening? Oh, oh, Cherry Blossom, you're funny. You're good with the emojis. I'm like, oh, how'd she do the? Okay, the pin stuff. Okay, I see. I can't go back to a store based off of Wi-Fi and actually with security check. Can I be added? Cherry Blossom, yeah, I got you. I got Anjul, Cherry Blossom, Erica, Caitlin. Um, did you have a specific question? Let me Anjul. No, I read what you wrote. I read what you wrote. And you know what? I'm going to say this because people that follow me, we're usually on similar paths and have similar experiences with different situations. If I do take, oh, okay. All right. And, there's always something, and we just have to navigate. And like I said, you have options. You could give up or move on and learn and navigate, do a different strategy. You get me? So, we have to just do a different strategy and say, what did we learn from this? And also, I've been reflecting a lot because I've been reflecting a lot anyways. If you know, you know. And you'll see how I move with this channel, how I'm doing things. Even from, the title, okay, may I be at it? Caitlin, I got you. Okay. Oh, Zebra Girl. How you doing? Nice to see you. Okay, so I'll put you down. And Zebra Girl, you could follow if you want to continue with the membership. Thank you so much for saying that, Erica. that means, that still means the world, because it's a great, little group of friends and spiritual friends. Um, so Zebra Girl, YouTube, we were just saying YouTube's been bugging out. They've been closing channels down for any little thing. And I don't post like, copyright content. I don't do anything, and they pause the membership and like. So now we're doing Patreon. If you want to follow me on Patreon, Foxy Blue, FOXYBLUU. If you want to be a membership there, because I can't count on these people. And even if they open up the membership again here, I don't think I want to. I don't want to mess with it again. I'm an Aquarius. When I cut you off, it's like, yeah, it takes a thing, something major. And Patreon is not so aggressive with fees, charging us so many fees like YouTube. So it is what it is. Okay. So, and Jewel, let's see what some energies that come up. I meant to say zero birds in the house. May I be at it? Yeah, I got you. I got you on the list. Yeah, there's a lot going on with YouTube, and the members were panicking, like, "Oh, membership is paused. Like, what the hell is YouTube doing?" It's just crazy. And I was just at a YouTube premiere, like, they were taking us to a premiere. It's like they don't know what to do, because AI is running scans on channels, and it's like, oh, if they think you violate or you did whatever, they just pause things. Or I'm grateful the channel's still here, but all right, let's see. Okay, let me go with this. All right, yeah, I got my water and everything. All right, so this is for Aunt Jewel. We're gonna get started. Okay, that's a concern. Okay, let me see. All right. Let me see. Okay, so this is for Aunt Jewel. Okay. You want me to just concentrate on that question you had, or give whatever messages also come out? Because it's a lot here. It starts with your throat chakra being closed, like not speaking or not wanting to speak. But when it comes to love or someone, there's something that you're being recommended to speak out of. You're in your head thinking. So you're in your head thinking. Let's see. About a court issue. And it came out. Look, it actually came out. It actually came out just like this. So in your head. So there is money that's going to come in from several angles. It keeps, I'll show you some things, but let me see something. Hold on. I gotta. Okay. I'm gonna clarify something. Yeah. That's funny. That's funny. Okay. All right. So with the court situation, you're in your head thinking, right? And the reason why I said it's funny is because this is, huge decision came out. We already know that. If you decide to go to court, you have to bring proof. There is proof, and there's insurance. There's something to do with insurance. Just take it out how it resonates right now, and it's saying bring receipts. Receipts is like when you have proof. So if you don't have proof, it's not gonna work out. So you have to literally bring evidence and proof. And when you're in court, it's just cut and dry. It's like you state what you state. You know how in court that you have to refer to things as defendant. You don't just say, and Maria did, So you have to say defendant, be professional, only answer what they ask you. So if they're asking you something, just one sentence answer or two. No name calling. It's being very specific. Realignment. Okay, knowledge gained through experiences from a wise counselor. Okay, so somebody might also advise you on what to do in this situation. It can be, so it's looking like it's gonna be positive, but it's gonna be like an annoying situation. It's like time consuming or whatever. And it will bring it will bring a favorable outcome. It will bring a favorable outcome, is saying. But um if you have all your if you think it's worth it, if you think it's worth it with the proof that you have, he say she say, you're wasting your time. It's gonna be a waste of time. So, and look at the bigger picture. So look at the bigger picture. Is it worth it going into that store or establishment again, or can you substitute? Can you go somewhere else? Because here's the thing: if somebody disrespected you at an establishment, do you actually want to give them your business? If it's a pharmacy, right? There are other pharmacies, or there's other ways, because that already has negative energy, and I don't know if it's worth fighting for. Um, it's gonna the end of a tough cycle. Complain line, they have been pulling cameras. So that's the thing. That's gonna be the burden. That's gonna be the main burden. You do have a favorable outcome when it comes to that, but the burden of proof, and if you are just going on emotion, so look at the bigger picture, means you need to take some time to think about if it's worth it and what you want to do moving forward. What is it that you want out of this? Do you want compensation? Do you want to the truth to be your name to be clear? Do you want to go back in that space? Because it's saying success. You will have success. It looks like somebody did something unfavorable, but pay attention to the details, and the signs. And you're gonna overcome this. You're gonna overcome this one way or another. And if anything, things like this will scare someone, because if you take somebody to court or an establishment, they're like, I can't believe she had the nerve to take us. Like, then they gotta inconvenience their time. But it's like, do you have the time to be inconvenienced yourself? Do you think this is worth putting time in? And if you do, because whatever the details are, because it looks like, something negative, then you can do it. But what looking at the bigger picture means, what do you actually want? And those are things that you have to think about. Because if your point, what is your main goal? If your main goal is to show them, like, look, this was unfair and I took you and we wasted time in court, and then the judge sided with me and I didn't get a dime from this, but my name was clear. So what is your biggest picture? If you're saying, I want money, and the judge says, hey, you were right, they did you wrong, but we're not giving you any money, is that still good? For me, that would be good, because it's like, I showed y'all, you messed with the wrong one. When you see my face, you're going to leave me the hell alone. But I wouldn't go in that place again. I know myself. So, because it's very hard to get compensation from companies. You could do it, and it's happened before, but it's harder when you don't have a lawyer. You could do it by yourself. You could become your own self-advocate, but it's harder. Yeah, it'll have it's a favorable outcome, it shows. So you have to figure out what is the main thing. All right. Some other things that came out is family, happy family times, great fortune, unexpected income, doubling down. So there's money that is coming to you. There is a message of concern. You may get some news that might be upsetting, or like, wow, I gotta work, just navigate around it. Just navigate around it. So there's some information that's gonna come in that is gonna, be like something that annoys you, expecting, but don't expect the worst. Just don't be afraid of failing. Just know that you gotta navigate through it. Just like what happened to this channel. Like, when I saw that, I was like, are you kidding me? Like, I wanted to close the whole channel down. Yeah, I don't know how close I came to just, I literally was about to just be like, you know what? I've been struggling with, this whole thing, and this is too much work, and I was just about to, and then I took some time. You got to take some time to a couple of days or hours or whatever to reflect and say, what is the biggest picture? And that's the hardest question. That's the hardest question. And I was like, yo, there's people that actually appreciate it. Let me just find a way. I had to cool off. Yeah, cool off, rest. Also make time to rest. Um, and be open to change. There's some information that comes in that is it's called message of concern. So there's an information that comes in and you're like, ah, but you gotta navigate around it, okay? So you gotta navigate around it. Yeah. Yeah, I was about to close the channel down. I'm like that. I'm like that. Like when I work on something, and then something happens, I'm like, I sometimes tend to see it as a message of like, okay, start somewhere else. But that's why you have to meditate and take some time to reflect. And I took some time before doing any impulsivity. Before doing any impulsivity, because I build a whole community here, you know. So because I know I could redo it. I know I could open up another. I know I could open up channels. I've had channels, you know, and I know I could build stuff. I know I can do it. I am the crystal. I am the manifestation. If I believe, you know, and if I work on it. So yeah, those are some messages that's your reading. Let me just put a couple more final thoughts. Final five. Please always on. There's balance that's gonna come in. There's something about a message. There's somebody that might have been a twin flame. It keeps kind of coming up. That you need to speak or you're afraid to speak about it. But there is, look, there's a choice. It's going to be a choice again. Twin flame and soulmate, when you're ready and it's your time, there is balance coming in, balance when it comes to money. When this hits, you know, and I know the desperation is like, I need it now. So, you know, just everything that I said, like I said, you could go to court with no money just by yourself and speak your truth and have your evidence and got all your ducks in a row. And you could still be successful, which it looks like it will be if you have everything in place. But you know, money's coming in. It's telling me 4 or 5 different times. But you have to be open to change. It's gonna gear you, push you into a different direction, and know when to set boundaries. And you will gain clarity when you make the decisions that you have to make. Okay, you will gain clarity. And when you get money, of course, budget for what's important. I appreciate you budgeting for like the membership. I appreciate, you know, because it's like if you find balance in that and you're like, you know what, I need a spiritual message, somebody, some guidance that will calm me down, you know, it's worth it. So, okay, so that was your reading for today as far as that. Let's go with Cherry Blossom. Best of luck with that. And again, look at the bigger picture. Like what is it that you want? That's the message to remember. And your outcome is here. Let's change to love. Let's change to love. Let's pray. Like be open to doing loving decisions. That's for me. That message for me and for everybody too. To not do drastic crazy things. Because I could be a crazy woman. I could just be like, somebody, if it's meant to be, people would have found me. Like if I closed this thing and it was like starting somewhere, people would have found me. Or y'all know how to get in touch with me. Erica, you know how to, you know, some people find me on TikTok, Instagram, whatever. But now you guys know how to find me. My email, my TikTok, I'm gonna build over there. Let me keep this here. Okay, so next is a Cherry Blossom. You had a question or... Yeah, switch. I'm like, so there's so much going on. I tell you, and that's only the half of which I know. Remember, I have other things going on in my life. It's like a bunch of stuff coming, you know, a bunch of drastic changes with the last new moon and full moon and all that. It's always navigating. And when something terrible happens at the time, you're like, you may be in festivity for a week or a month until you realize. Then when you look back 6 months later, you're like, you know what? It turned out great or better. Like I feel bad that like with my channel, y'all gotta go here, y'all gotta go there, but at the same time, look, if I'm on Patreon, I could actually keep more of my profit because it's like this is my job, this part of my job too. And hopefully they won't be as crazy with deleting stuff, you know. So things happen for a reason is what I want to say, which I know that's a tough thing to hear because sometimes you're like, I don't want to hear it, man. It makes no sense why this happened, you know. I know. Trust me. I understand more than y'all think because I'm going through it. Um, thank you so much for messages. You're welcome. Cherry Blossom, what question did you have? And after Cherry Blossom is Erica, Caitlin, Zebra Girl, and anybody that would like a spiritual message. And you know what? That's fine too because I'm gonna be doing things differently. How you doing, Evolving Eric? Nice to see you. Nice to see you. Salute. How you doing? Nice to see you. Whatever comes out. Uh, okay, cool. Michelle, right? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome. Okay, so Cherry Blossom. Okay, so let's see what we have. Some spiritual messages. Some messages today for guidance. Hello, just showing love. Thank you and congrats, Evolving Eric. But you know, just a word of advice while I have your attention. Just always do. You have backup plans, you know, because YouTube isn't bugging out lately. They're demonetizing channels. They're closing down channels. So congrats, Eric. But just make sure you already building Twitch. You got TikTok. You got everything. IG. You good because you cannot just count respectfully on YouTube so much. Take it from me. I've been doing it for almost 5 years, and I had the channel for like 13 years. And YouTube just shut down a bunch of content creators, reactors, and everything. And you know, Eric. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be, we gonna be good. We're gonna be all right. I love it. Mad love for you, Eric. That's Eric. Yeah, Eric B. Rakan son. Eric. Yeah, Eric B. from Eric B. and Rakan. So that's what's up. Love, so much love for you. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy for you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. Nice to see you, and let's go. Come on, let's go. I want to see you at the top. Now we're going to see you at the content creator events if YouTube is not bugging out. There's a premiere coming up too this week. I wasn't able to go, Eric, but yeah, there's a premiere, a movie premiere. Oh, there's a bunch of events in LA. I'm going to send you some stuff. I'm going to send you some stuff, all right, Eric? Because there's a bunch of YouTube events in this week. You're welcome. You're the best. Twin, my star seed. Yeah, I have to. I'm gonna share your music. I'm gonna share. You know, we gonna see the stars someday. I'm just gonna upload stuff. I'm gonna be real random with this channel now. Like I'm moving in a different direction. Still doing spiritual messages, but I'm gonna do what I actually want because you just never know. Okay. Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you. Take care. See you soon. See you soon. Okay. Cherry Blossom. So your crown chakra activation, a lot is going on mentally. A lot is going on being in your head, okay? So here's the thing. There might be some confusion at this time, Cherry Blossom, because you're busy receiving messages and you're also, see you soon, have a great life. Thank you. You too. You're also receiving messages, but you're also like making decisions that are making you confused. There's something that you feel like you are at a loss here. It looks at a loss. Let's see. Let's clarify some of this. Yeah, fear. Look, Cherry Blossom, fear. And that's why I said, look, I was talking about like you're in your crown chakra heavy, concern and worries, but you're being shifted and realigned into a different purpose, into a different direction, not the direction that you planned on. This is different. So, and something with a twin flame. There's a twin flame energy still lingering, but you have a new opportunity. You're getting a new opportunity as well. Hold on. Let me see what this is about. Okay, let's see. So this fear, where is this fear? Don't let pride get in your way. You may have dealings with a Leo and show the world the real you. Something's about to change drastically, but surrender the decision that you have to make, whatever the decision that you have to make, and you may have dealings with an Aquarius or a Leo here. Um, but you're just being shifted into a new opportunity. You're being shifted into a different direction, okay? So let me leave that here. All right, so the yin and yang and the strength card right next to each other, and someone, a man holding a heart here. But the strength card, when I see the strength card and man holding a heart, that means that a partnership or relationship is challenging. This, yeah, my mom's a Leo. Okay, yeah, and for the Leo, it says, don't let pride get in your way. You understand? If you need to meet someone halfway, there may be a situation where you have to compromise a little bit. Don't compromise your belief for anyone, not even, your mama. Your beliefs. What your beliefs is what you actually believe in. It's your journey. Yin yang. Okay, so wealthy man energy here is coming up. So there's someone here, and this is a couple. This is like a couple that makes money, is mature with money. But right underneath that, there's a false energy. So someone is not being their truthful self. This may have something to do with a marriage, okay, or very committed relationship. Somebody is not being their truthful self, and this is putting you in this energy like of devastation. So I'm clarifying the yin and yang, and it's saying that there's some, there's a couple that was supposed to, everything was supposed to be great, you could make money together or whatever, but right behind that is false person and an ending. So the strength card, and I know something's challenging when it comes to love. There's challenges with love because the strength card is here. Leo energy here too. Again, thank you, Angel. Okay. Um, let's see. Message of concern. Someone is trying to. It looks like you're waiting to speak to a male here. Like this, it looks like you're waiting for a message, but the message is it's not going to be everything that's cracked up to be. It's almost like you're waiting for bad news. I hate to say it. It's like you're waiting for bad news, or what the person's going to say. So if you know what the person's gonna say, let me see. And the man was supposed to be holding a heart, but they're not holding a heart. They don't have that much, like they don't have the same amount of love, respect here. This looks like a reconciliation. Somebody, yeah, okay. Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, woman, and an apology. Okay, so it looks like they were supposed to. Someone wants to get together, but you're rethinking it or thinking about it, and you're in hangman mode. Taurus energy or marriage here. Someone's apologizing. What's going on? Let's see. Let's clarify this, and then we'll. Erica's next. All right, so there's a situation that's not working out when it comes to love, and it says denial. This is the biggest challenge. You or someone does not accept that a situation failed, and that it's not going to work. It's an unhealthy cycle, and there's addictions or addicted to each other's energy, and pursue bigger endeavors. You need to expand and look into someone else, okay? For me to get a reading. You can get a reading. The readings are $5 Cash App donation. Michelle, yeah, it's not too late. I could put you on the list. As a matter of fact, and I honor Cash App. So release Cherry Blossom. So yeah, my the pinned comment, I think I put the pinned comment. My Cash App is there. Yeah. Just look at the pinned comment. All right, so release. So Spirit wants you to release because you're like getting stressed out. You are worthy, and also there it may be some travel. Also, it must be them. Done. Only moving backwards, not forward. Yeah, but when it comes to this, it's release. Okay, how do we start? Oh, I get it. Look, I'm gonna put the picture together. We started with in your mind, and Spirit is saying release. So if you don't have someone physically around you, then there's a mental war going on inside. There's a mental war because you're being asked to release negative thoughts, release attachments, because it's looking like there's addictions here, an unhealthy addiction to a cycle, whether it's in your mind or whatever. Because it looks like somebody may want to still be with you. All right. And in your head, you're thinking long term. You're thinking retirement. You're thinking long term, and you don't want to be in a relationship with someone just because of financial reasons. Why am I saying that? Because of this right here. This is a privileged man and privileged woman. So it looks like, someone, it's almost like if I say, oh, I could be with such and such, because me and him will make so much good money and stuff like that. But you have to see the bigger picture, like, because there's a lot of negativity when with a connection of someone that wants to come into your energy, or maybe someone new. And this same thought can work with someone new. If you're projecting or trying to meet someone new, you have to think of the bigger picture. If you're saying the next person I meet, I want them to be rich, that's fine, but that's not all that has to be added to cart. They got to be kind-hearted, they got to be ambitious, determination and strength. Okay, let's see. Self-limiting beliefs, overcoming obstacles. You're gonna gain perspective from a difficult situation, from because looks like a difficult situation, this love connection or whatever's happening here. Let me see. Let's see. Let me go into this for a second. Yeah, because there's a mental war, and that was the strongest card. How you started was with your crown chakra all over the place with fear, clarified by fear. This is how we started. So, as I've always said, whether you're with someone or not, there's avoid toxic people, because I don't feel like there's just one person. I'm gonna be honest, Cherry Blossom. I feel like there's a lot of negative people, and you might pacify them, meaning like you minimize the conflict or avoid conflict, or no more Mrs. Nice Guy. No more Mrs. Nice Guy. There's some serious boundaries that have to be put here, because you're on the process of healing. And as I grab this deck out of nowhere, it says read between the lines. You're being warned on certain people to set boundaries with them. Because I don't think this is just love, but love is a big ass fear here. Love is a big fear, and it looks like somebody still. Look, I'm listening to spirit. I'm not. Look, I'm done. This is your energy, respectfully. This is your energy, and there's many reasons. I see family situations here, but I also see love, deep heartbreak from love, from the lack of love, or waiting for love, or someone in the past, because I do see someone in the past. But look at what came out just together, just like that, as I'm asking spirit for information. And family, everything's coming out. And a text message, somebody's going to be reaching you out. But look, it's saying the same. Look, I'm just grabbing from it, and it's saying it in order. And that deck was not for you. It wasn't for you. I was just had that deck. I wasn't even planning on using it, but then I was drawn to use it. Somebody's going to want to reconcile, so just look out for that. And new love. But new love, you got to say to yourself, yes, it's great to have a wealthy partner, but because you're in this energy of expecting and waiting. So there's a lot of boundaries that need to be set here. Let me go with this thing so I can wrap up this reading. Thank you. Well, a whole package. The whole package, but most importantly, that they're not toxic, because you need to rest your mind. Let me see. Validate your past. There is going to be a celebratory energy. Oh, yeah. I almost forgot this. There's a get-together, some fun time, celebration, family time coming up. Holiday. Yeah, holiday. I get it. So there's some, to recenter your energy. But set boundaries for negative people, whether it's family saying, oh, you still this and that, or whatever. Fear just came out. Hold on, let me see if I could do this. Hold on, if I could pause this. Yeah, okay, perfect. I'm still here. I'm just learning how to do this. Okay, I'm learning how to. Yeah, so I don't have to be all going down all awkward. I just paused the live. Okay, this one fell out. a cherry blossom fear, and you have a fated meeting, which is a wonderful thing. There's a fated meeting, new opportunity came out, new opportunity, but be careful that it's not just a twin flame. Okay, these two were here together. I cannot deny. So you do have a fated meeting, and usually fated meetings are something very good, very important, that you need to meet this person for learning or for being together, etc., and surrender. So continue to surrender, and divine timing is still at play. Divine timing, because it looks like someone may not be honest that they're, you see the text message coming in, that they are free and that they're not in relationships, and somebody that might reconcile might still be lying. So be open to new, to change. And new means not dating the same person with a different face. Okay, so that's your reading. Thank you. All right, let's go with Erica. Thank you so much, Cherry Blossom. Blessings to y'all. Let's go with, so yeah, where's Michelle? Yeah, if you would like to donate, we're here for it. For I'm doing donation messages, spiritual messages with a donation, a very small donation, because readings are a little bit more, it's the person's time, energy, all that stuff, and they're personalized for you, because even though these are abbreviated readings, they're for you, because it's not general. People can take gems from it, but just dedicated for you. It's special. I love that. A lot of people would love to have readers like that. They love it. They like it, to have someone that, okay, let me get, what are my messages that you trust. So it's nice. It's a good thing. It's a good community. We're all healing. Thank you. Thank you, Angel. Yeah, because that, Angel, that advice was like extra. That was like my court advice, which it won't fail. I promise you, because I've done court. And I play the game, and I already know. If a judge asks you a question, answer it quick. Where did the altercations begin? Where did it start? It began at such and such. Let's say you say Walgreens and the corner of Healthy and Happy. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's it. They didn't ask you, and it was, and she had an attitude. No, you don't do that. Professional conversation. Boom, boom, boom. Evidence. They don't care about no emotions. They care about facts. So, that's a different thing. Not a lot of people give court advice. And of course, you don't have to take it, but I already played those games. I already made a bunch of mistakes, so you don't have to. But thank you for saying that to Michelle. All right, so Erica, Miss Erica. Thank you. Water. I know she's going to say what I should be doing. Thank you, everybody. Follow me on Patreon. Let me write it again while we get Erica here. My Patreon membership, because YouTube is bugging out. Patreon membership is going to be under Foxy Blue. And what you get is a personal little abbreviated reading like this. It's live here. I don't know if I can. I'm still learning Patreon, but I'm forcing myself to learn it. I think I could go live on Patreon too. So if that's the case, boom, we could do that. I'm figuring this out. Just follow me on this journey if you want to, and it's all good. Go in there, calling her old time. Gonna go in there calling her all types of names. You say don't go in there calling her all types of names. You go in there calling all types of names, you could get a fee from the court. They could put you in contempt of court. They'll be like, the first violation is $150 for yelling out if the judge is not in the mood. If the judge is in the good mood, they'll let you slide. The second violation, another $150. I see people rack up like $700 something dollars, $800 in court violations by name calling and doing all kinds of stuff. And like I said, you can't go in a place being all ghetto respectfully, or like just comfortable, or regional talk, or whatever you want to call it. You got to go in there professional and with facts. You don't have facts, you're wasting time. Now you do have, like I said, Angel, you have money coming in. It may not be from this, it may be from something else, But you, oh man, I just saved you. Angela, I just saved you because, yeah, if you come in there professional, they know you're doing business and that you just want a fair outcome. If you go in there like whatever, if you go in there like whatever, calling names, they're gonna be like, you proving the point that they did. Like, let's say they kicked you out of a place, you proving their point. That's why we kicked her out, Your Honor. And the judge is gonna say, I understand. No, and you have to address them as defendant, and you're the plaintiff. You're welcome. See, that's more. I be offering more than like what you bargained for, right? Okay, so Erica, oh good, you're here. So, did you have a question or anything that comes out? Okay. Um, I don't know if you said if you indicated, Erica. I don't know if you indicated if it's anything that comes out or you had a specific question, but I was drawn to do financial spread right away for you to start with. Self-care, so this is for Erica. Continue to spend time taking care of yourself. There's so much nonsense going on. You can't put out 50,000 fires, and if you do put out 50,000 fires a day, you need some rest. So, rest is here, that you need to start your day by treating yourself like royalty. That's what it says. There's going to be a promotion, an entrepreneur, and boss. Okay, so these are two different energies. It feels like this is a promotion from a job that pays a little better, or there's a better situation with a job. There's change here with a job. And the situation might not be as ideal and as much as you deserve, probably, but there's some type of leveling up when it comes to money, and it feels like a job that pays a little better, but maybe it has less stress. I mean, that doesn't pay extremely, but it's an improvement from where you were. But then it's, on the other hand, it's saying you need to continue to think about being a boss or doing your own boss thing, a side hustle or some side money situation, because you cannot count. If we've learned anything from the YouTube situation that's happening, or in general, is that you cannot count on one thing. You got to count on yourself to and your skills to make you money. Okay. All right. So Spirit is saying you're still a boss. You still have boss energy. You're you're going to look for a person. The person that you manifest is going to be a power couple. It's going to balance your finances. You are going to balance your finances on your own. You're going to have financial awareness and money coming in. But the person that you're going to end up with, you're going to mix. This is a power couple, so you're gonna be like, yeah, I don't want him to be broke, or them to be broke. This might be your energy right now, and trust me, I believe it and I feel this. This energy means like when you have envy or a little jealousy of, not even jealousy, I don't even want to call it that, but when you're aware that it's like, I have better skills, more degrees, or more qualifications, and how is this person making so much money? You know what I'm saying? I take PayPal, but I don't know, like PayPal. I was shook when I received an email about my membership. Yeah, that's what. This is why. This is why when people be like, "Oh, how come you still have your business even if it doesn't? It might not make hundreds of thousands." I'm building it because that's money that nobody can f with, and that's, I could make, like, I delivered a bunch of little orders this week. It's like even to local people, and it's like, oh, they place this order, that order. That's money on the side, or in a major way too. That's coming to me. You understand? This is my job. This is part of my job, the membership and supporting what I do. So this is the reason why this is so important. I don't know how I could want to tattoo this on your brains, to have a hustle, be your own boss, even if you're only making $100 extra a week, have money that you control. Whether it's like you're good at babysitting or whatever, Spirit is saying you're artistic and creative. A true artist lives their art. Let your life be a canvas. You will create your greatest masterpiece. So live your art. This is a beautiful message. If you love music, live that. Do the boss thing, the entrepreneur job that you do, or the side hustle have to relate to music. It could, and this could go also with a side job too. Um, you have the uncanny ability to be politically correct, and I know this is you because you speak very well, very kind-hearted. When there's a mess and there's arguments in a job, I could see you being like, well, you're the one that comes in with a smile, or like neutral, like, well, let's cool off and let's do, that's the energy that I get from you, respectfully. Some of us will be like, oh, hell no, I'm quit today. But you're very diplomatic, and this diplomatic nature in you is what can help you be a boss. When the hits the fan in a situation of your money, you know how to stay cool headed. So don't worry about this. Try to not stay in this energy, because trust me, I've been in that energy a lot of times. I'm like, ain't no way. I know my content is better than such and such or whatever. You get me? So yeah, yes, I'm here. Okay, so let me see what overall. Pull a card. What is that? What do you mean pull a card? I'm sure. What do you mean? Yeah. So I think Patreon goes through PayPal anyways. Zebra girl. What is pull a what do you mean pull a card? Confirmation. What do you mean by that? Okay. I don't know. Self-care. Oh, whatever. Oh, that was previous. I'm sure we'll figure it out. Okay. Okay. All right. So let's see what's happening. So your throat chakra, there's something that you need to speak on that you may not be speaking on. And it could be negotiating. Let's say you have a new job or new opportunity and you're like, oh my God, they just hired me, but I don't want to poke the bear and ask for like a better salary or whatever. If you think that you deserve it and that there's a reason why speak your truth. This also goes with people, love, and everything. The angel of love is here, and to help you balance your solar plexus, which is your fear center. You may be feeling fearful, like faith. Your faith is being tested right now, but things are gonna open up. Things are gonna get balanced and open up, and the pathway to blessings is finally opening up again, because it just keeps up and down. And Spirit is saying, be patient. Your manifestations are on their way. See an email about the membership. Yeah. You see that the membership icons, you guys don't have the little star anymore. Yeah, it's crazy. And the super chat button is not there too. Into that right now. Good. All right. So yeah, the door is opening up. It says, don't be afraid to go into a new direction. Listen, if you try something new, a new job or a new situation, and it doesn't work out, you know how to get regular jobs or regular situations, because it's moving. You're traveling. There's a lot of movement here. 3 cards with movement. 3 cards encouraging you to move. The key is around this girl's neck. So you have the key to make the changes. You might be confused to which direction to go. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired. That's what this message is saying. And it's almost, don't give up. I'm going to say that, Erica, because you don't want to speak, you don't know how to move. I feel the energy. Yeah, a little bit of heartbreak. But underneath that, right here, and that you may be attached to some situations. You may have some attachments. I'm going to leave it like that, like a blank slate, because some of us are attached. Sometimes if you did have a good relationship, that's my husband, boss lady. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah. And there is some attachment. Sometimes we're attached to a good person. Let's say you dated someone that was good, but they had to move to another place or sadly pass away. Then you may be attached to that. And it's okay to set the bar at a good person. That's fine. To set the bar at a good person. And that's the bar. But just not to let you be open to change either, and trying something new, which is so difficult. I understand. Because your throat chakra is like you know, when you try and try and try, you don't want to talk no more. Like, I could see that. But there are some celebratory energy, some fun things and stuff. And I know that also, I gotta add, if an Aquarius gets quiet, watch out. When an Aquarius or an air sign is done, they start getting quiet. You know, the people that break up with you and you don't know that you're broken up with, like, you just stop talking, or just ghost someone, or ghost people, whether it's at work or whatever. And it's okay to ghost people and get the hell out of there, you know. But it's the silence when you just done. You're sick and tired of being tired. It's like you stop talking. And sometimes when you're about to give up like that, when you thought you were about to give up before, but now you're really even more done, and you just like, you can't. That's when the stuff happens and stuff starts fixing itself. And then you're like, okay, but why do I gotta go through this every time? Why do every time I got to be all the way to my knees praying? And and trust me, I'm preaching to myself, so I understand that because it's exhausting. Let me see, where did this go? And it's exhausting, but just make sure that the jobs and the things that you get resonate with what you believe in, like whatever you believe in, and protecting animals and special needs kids, cooking, or food for the soul, etc. Because you're thinking everything I pulled just now is a strength card, is doing a different strategy, is financial constraint. It's telling me the same thing, but you will see happiness and caring connection at the end. And you may be in your head about a caring connection. Let me get a couple of these cards. Yeah. It's encouragement. So this is encouragement. Caitlin, you're next, and then Zebra Girl. Yeah, you can't, and I don't blame you. There's somebody that's, you don't have time for this. Whoever is being fake or whatever, your intuition is so sharp, and you've been through so much bullshit that you can smell it. You can see who's being fake, and you don't have time. If you're this far in this spiritual journey, you don't entertain fake people. Like, the second that you find out that they're lying about something new or whatever, you're just so turned off. But don't give up. I have to say that twice. Yeah, snake is coming out. Like, I don't even care for that, because I think your discernment will tell you. You have romantic feelings, or people might feel romantically towards you, but you're like, so you may have to have the courage in the future for change. 555. And twos. Oh, that's previous. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Previous. Okay. There is some travel happening. Yeah, there's some travel. We talked about travel. And just listen to the signs. Just know how to read the signs. You're gonna get better at reading the signs, whether you're reading a sign from a bird, a butterfly, or just people, the way they act. Somebody's gonna try to propose something to you, but just be aware if they're being fake or not. You're working through fears. Okay, let me get a couple of these cards, advice, and I'm gonna get a couple of those cards. Okay, you're gonna have to take a leap of faith and just use your wisdom. Use your wisdom when you take a leap of faith to read the room. You're just gonna read every room, read everybody's face. You have wisdom. That means you've learned enough. You have all the tools that you need to know who is for you, who is not, what kind of jobs. But you're gonna be taking a leap of faith. This is a leap of faith. And Spirit is saying, spread your wings. Remember, if you are at a place, let's say you go to a new job opportunity and it's like weird, and you're like, this is a little better, but it's not my ideal thing. Those are stepping stones. Sometimes it's like synchronicity. It's like put you that from that place, you're gonna meet some people that are gonna help you or tell you something, or they tell you about another opportunity, and it's like you're in the journey. You're still traveling, and the next mile, somebody else gonna help you. Somebody else. So it's like you're supposed to have that job, even if it's for a little bit, and you're gonna learn from it. And I keep saying that. Self-limiting beliefs. Don't think that something's gonna fail. Just keep at it. Just don't give up. Higher, tap into your higher self. Spirit is saying you have it, and pay attention. Look at the signs from the above. It's saying the same thing. It's saying the same thing. Let me go here. I'm caregiver and head of household. Yeah. And if you give, you give, you give. You got to give to yourself. Love. Yeah. And self love. Um, yeah. Self care. Self care. So pay attention to the signs also means for your body. You know, pay attention to your body. All right. A time to give rather than receive. But I'm seeing this differently. There's going to be a time to receive, respectfully. I'm going to see this. I'm feeling differently about that. Because you've been giving, a time that you've been giving. You could have dealings with with a Virgo, of course. But um, I'm seeing it differently. Be bold and make the first move when it comes to certain things. That's taking a leap of faith. That's this right here. There's gonna be something that you gotta make a move on, that you gotta take action with. Nothing yet is set in stone, so you don't know the outcome of something. Things are gonna pick up and start getting better again. Just don't give up. Um, uh, bring love into a situation, and this is the Aquarius card. Bring love into a situation. Look, be loving. Don't crash out. Don't crash out. You about to crash out. I know what this means. You about to crash out, and don't give up. Prosperity is on its way. Prosperity lies ahead. Taurus energy. Don't let pride get in your way. You may have dealings with a Leo. What's this? Retirement just came out of nowhere, and that's fine too. You're figuring out how to retire yourself, and retirement looks different. It could be like you have a little part-time job, and then you're doing another hustle that brings you enough money, and working less than what you normally work. That, so figure out what retirement looks like to you, because you should retire yourself is what it's saying, and you want to. That's coming up in your energy. The answers you need are coming with dealings with a Gemini, or Gemini in your energy. The answers you need are coming. Hold your change. So you're in the middle of a big change, and luck is on your side with this change. Okay, luck is on your side. So you're in the middle of a powerful change, and that's why everything is feeling like you don't have any energy to give. You don't have any almost belief. Respectfully, your faith is like just squandering, like, and because change is happening. 555. Let me see. Yeah. Thank you so much. Yeah. Because I could feel that energy, and that energy is like twinsies. It's like, I know what that is when you're just like, you know what? Because I was about to close this whole thing down. And the Spirit is saying, continue to release your ex as you've been doing, even if they come back. That's a confirmation, because that means that there's a little window where they're thinking about coming back or whatever. Don't worry about trying to control something, and just let go and continue to surrender. This is what makes you happy. Someone that is playful and fun and happy. Look, because reconciliation is coming up for you. And so just be careful. Worth waiting for. And look, you have an angel. I'm looking at this picture like you're not alone. So your love life, divine timing's at work in your love line. And I've seen this picture 1,000,000 times. Yeah, I know I have. Because someone does not have enough love, but you do have, someone will have love. So be careful with that reconciliation. And that is your reading, Erica. I've been kicking punks to the curb, no entertainment. Yeah, it's not even funny anymore. It's not even funny. After a while, it's like you rather just stay alone and just have your solitude of peace, or just, even if it's like you're a little sad or whatever, but it's better than arguing with an idiot or having somebody mess up your house that's not worth it, or just the same old lies. You don't have the patience for running after someone that don't text back. Boom. Booyaka. You don't have the energy, and that's the energy that I'm reading. It's like you don't have it, and you're right to stay by yourself until something better comes along or whatever. And when it comes to taking chances with money, just know that it's gonna happen. When you're at a job that it's like somebody just hire you, and you're like, all right, it's not my ideal job. Remember, you're supposed to be making money on the side of being your own little boss, boss lady. But there's a reason you're there, and there's gonna be somebody that's gonna give you some type of encouragement, some type of message. You're gonna be like going to your next step. Going to your next step. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Erica, for saying that. You're the best. I appreciate that. Caitlin. Yeah. Yeah, you give, and you just exhausted. Because I got so exhausted just now. Like, I just don't want to do anything. Oh, you're traveling soon. Yeah. So, yeah, there's, some good times also. In the midst of devastation or just whatever, there's good things. And God will always bring a breakthrough, a little blessings, so that you can be like, we're still, know that they're still here, that everything's working out as planned, and that they have not given up on you, and things are still working out. You're becoming stronger too. Some sort of way, you're becoming stronger by going through all this. So just continue to free yourself from negative people, respectfully. Yeah, things are gonna work out. The reason why I'm saying it like that is because you're like, you kind of know that things are gonna, something's gonna give, but you're just like tired of going through it, you know. Hug, because divine timing, I can't do anything about it. You get me? So okay, Caitlin, anything that comes out, got it. Um, thank you, Angel. Okay, Caitlin, nice to see all of you guys and every subscriber. I appreciate your subscription. Follow me on TikTok, Patreon, and whatever else. And here, I mean, I'll still be putting videos up here. This is still open, but I'm just saying, like, just in case. I don't do too much with TikTok, but I'm building it. I'm gonna build it, and if anything happens, this channel, I'm gonna be going live from there, or Patreon, because I'm new to Patreon. So I just remember Patreon can go live, I think, or I don't know if they make me wait, etc. For timing, yeah. I almost did, Foxy. No, I know. I can feel it. That thing was so easy to guess, like not to guess, to feel the energy. It was so easy to interpret it. Pressing forward. Yeah, you're like the beyond tired, wounded soldier. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Sending hugs and, because I could feel the energy just, you know. But it's also why this is a special little place, or a special place, because I'm reading for people that are in similar paths and that we're going through similar things. Believe you me. So it's like we could talk it because we live it. We're actually living it, and it's like the chosen one's path. So things work out. I know things, and new information comes in, new opportunities, and you're like, oh, thank God. But it's like the journey is tough. The journey of the chosen ones are like, you're always asking yourself why. That's the main question, which is, we're not really supposed to ask that, but it's hard. It's hard. It's hard. Especially when we feel like we're doing what we're doing. We're good people. There's people out there being absolute jerks. And they may have money, but there's karma attached to that money that is horrible. So, all right. This is for, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. This is for Caitlin. Um, something's not for you. Something's not for you, Caitlin. And when you know and you continue to know, you might already know that something's not for you, but when you continue to know and keep it away, the happiness is right behind it. When something is not for you, you know that. Okay. It started out with, you are blessed. My dad, my husband are my angels. That's wonderful. God bless, Erica. You try to come back. You don't even have the energy for that, Erica. You don't. A lot of people of us here, we don't have energy. We have zero energy for anybody that is trying to reconcile that, absolutely try to ruin us. There's no time and place for that. There's no conversations that should be had at all. My advice, you don't have to take it, but no talking, no nothing. I got people blocked, so they can't contact me. But Caitlin, know that you are blessed. So you have a protection. You have, and chosen ones are protected. all the chosen ones are people that are choosing to do the right thing, and we're still learning because sometimes we want to crash out, as we talked to several people here today about wanting to crash out, right, Andrew? Like, and me, you know what I mean? Myself, I was like, crash out. My crash outs are like, I'm done, bye, I'm out. It's like, dag, you don't exist. And I remember there was a reader. Shout out to there was a reader that broke my heart. I love this guy so much, and he just shut his channel down. He had enough because stuff was going on, and it was crazy. People were trying to mess with his name and his reputation, and it was crazy. It was like, it was crazy. I don't want to get into it, but he just disappeared. I was like, I gasped because he was a young guy. It was mad swag, and he just was really good. But I understand. So we're here. We're still here. You're gonna need a leg up, means you're gonna be getting help from people, Caitlin. You're gonna be getting help from people, the community, and they could be just starting with us. Every are gonna help, but maybe also, there's people that are gonna be sent in your life besides us to encourage and help you. Um, Community is here. Time to go. It keeps saying this, okay? Time to leave something behind. Let me clarify this. Let me clarify this. What has to go? Who has to go? Our special little Andrew, I was sending you a hug, man, too, because Andrew, you made me smile so much. You made me smile. Because I felt bad. I was like, when I got that information and what you said, I was like, like dang, you know. It's like, man, all these people, crashing out, but something is not for you, Caitlin. Um, Now here's the thing. This could have something to do with. This is a weird message, Caitlin. Okay, are you there? Because bear with me. I gotta say what comes out. It might be mumble jumble, and if it is, this whole thing is just entertainment purposes only. But I want to make sure you hear, so I can tell you this. I want to make sure you hear, so I can say what I have to say. I want to make sure she didn't walk away. If anything, then I'll just say the message. All right. Okay, you're here. All right, this is going to sound weird. And like I said, this might be mumbo jumbo. I'm clarifying. This is what I'm clarifying. Time to go when something's not for you. Okay? It's clarified by this, which is a job or like that feels like slavery. Something feels like they're using and abusing you, slavery. Take it how it resonates. But the child card came out, and that's the concern. All right. What I'm reading from this message, you take it how it resonates, is that let's say you have kids or you want to have kids or whatever, some job is affecting, like if somebody was pregnant, I would literally say a job is affecting the pregnancy or is stressing them out, or something is stressing you out when it comes to a child. Okay? That's what I have to say. But the path is going to become easier. Hey, how you doing, Whippy Star? So the path is going to become easier. Again, it's time to go away from a situation to protect a child, or to protect, something to do with children. um Another way this can be is someone has a child, or something about a child doesn't want to. It looks like somebody wants a child and somebody doesn't want to. I'm walking away from that, but take it how it resonates. Okay. Go the distance. So you're being pushed to go in a different direction. Treasure Island community. We talked about community, and Treasure Island is like something is coming. There's gifts. There's a gift that you're gonna be exchanging gifts. Okay, so this is nice. And exchanging gifts could be something simple with friends or family, like, oh, I bought you that cream that you wanted, and somebody's like, oh, I baked some cookies. It could be as small as that, or any type of other gifts, but this is called exchanging gifts. So you give someone something, and then when it happens, you're like, oh, it was for my aunt or my mom or my whatever. So you'll know what this is. Okay, let me go here. All right. This is Caitlin's reading. Then we have Zebra Girl and Weepy Star. And I can't announce in the members lounge, unfortunately, so I have to put a post. If I'm gonna put a post, I'll just put it public or whatever, and just say what I have to say until we are all established in the Patreon. Or if you want to follow me on Patreon, I'm not forcing you, but it's up to you. But if anything, I'll just like put regular posts on here, because I can't do the members post because they are blocking that right now for whatever. All right, so let's get some. Okay. Okay. Um, all right, so Spirit is saying rest and rejuvenate. Rest because there's a tower moment happening here, like a shakeup or some situation. Um, where is it? Where is the card? Yeah, rest right here. Rest and rejuvenate. Look at this. Look at this combination. Rest, work through the turbulence, work through whatever the shakeup is. Let me clarify this. And attachment is also coming up. So you may be feeling attached. Someone is feeling attached to someone, to a situation. There is some jealousy here. Spirit is saying, take a leap of faith. Walk in the path you're supposed to walk. Walk in the path. The angel of love is protecting you and your decisions. And you need to speak your truth. You need to speak. The strength card is being given. So whatever this is gonna be a little bit, but you're gonna be fine. You have to take action. You're gonna be given the strength to take action. This feels, whew, you know. Let's clarify some. Man, we all going through, the spiritual this thing. Okay. Okay, let me just clarify some of this stuff. Okay. Okay. Me literally felt the need to do that. Okay. So let's bring this. Thank goodness. Okay. All right. I know what it was. This whole mumbo jumbo. I'm putting this thing together. Okay. So there may be a legality. Okay. There's a legal situation. All right. There's a situation that is paperwork or official paperwork. If it's not, the court is like, when you're applying to something that is legal paperwork. So there's legal matters here. And that may be like, and there might be some information, something that comes in that you're like, oh, ish, now I gotta do this, or this is, so there's some information that makes you feel kind of like a little bit in despair. I'm gonna be honest, but the reason why you're gonna be okay is because divine is intervening. Whatever the heck this is, okay, this shakeup that's happening, divine is intervening. So you will be, and I said that I think earlier, you're being protected. You're at a crossroads. You got to deal with your intuition. You're going to be guided to make decisions with people according to your wisdom and your intuition. There might be something to do with the home, okay? So just remember I said that. There is some travel that you're going to be doing, journey, distance, horizon, okay? Somebody may be at a distance as well. Now, you're gonna go someone because your wisdom is not gonna let you keep them in your energy. So you're gonna go someone because you're supposed to set this boundary. When you navigate through this, whatever this is, somebody is wearing a false mask. They've been wearing a false mask, and you have the knowledge to know, and you're reminding yourself, okay? And the strength card is here. There is a gift, a spiritual gift. So this is money or something working out. Usually it's money that you don't have to work for that's coming in, but there's going to be a little bit of a shakeup before it happens. The angel of love, and this new love fell with the angel of love. So your love life is being protected and new love is coming out for you. Okay, let me go here. Let me get some of these. Okay, lovers, a passionate connection with shared values. Okay, that came out there. Sacrifice. You're giving up something now, which is not. Let's say you're being single right now. Or you're giving up something now, sacrificing now for a better outcome. Pay attention to the red flags. Look for signs of the divine. 555 threes and balance. Okay, divine timing. Accept. Okay, make sure that you accept that a situation is not for you. Work through it gracefully. There's a situation that you gotta accept that it's not for you. Spirit is saying release. Release whatever is not working out. There's no second guessing. You have too much knowledge. Yeah, pay attention to the signs that spirit is warning. Divine timing is at work with everything that's happening is synchronized. It's supposed to happen. Putting in work actions that help achieve a goal. So look, this goes with this. You have to take some actions, and it's going to lead you to your goals that you want. Um, Connected to the divine through meditation. Connect to. All right. So energy activation. When you feel frustrated, speak to your spirit guides, your ancestors, your speak to spirit, because they are you have a spiritual connection and protection. Let's go with this. Next is gonna be Zebra Girl, and then Weepy Star. Expect powerful change. 555, and this change is great. You know what I mean? When change is coming, it's because the fan. You get me? Things it's too much going on, and that's gonna change, and that's gonna come in swiftly. Like I said, divine intervention is here, so they're taking over because there's too much going on. So you have divine intervention. Yeah, it was right here. Divine intervention is here with powerful change. Woof. It's like the an extraction mission. People coming in. The soldiers are coming to save you, rescue. Is help is being sent. Let's get another one. Time to give rather than take. So meet someone halfway. Compromise. If when you have to, you're gonna find a situation where you have to compromise. You are good enough. You may have some dealings with a Virgo. Nothing yet is set in stone. Don't worry about the outcome when the divine takes over. It's a great outcome. You just have to trust. Let me get a couple more, and then some other cards. It's time to take action. It's telling you in a bunch of different ways. You could have dealings with an Aries as well. Someone has Aries in their chart. It's time to take action. You weren't. Well, how do we start this? Yeah, you're blessed, so you're being protected. Yeah, this is how we started. And the angel of love. So what do you need to release? There's somebody that has to go, Caitlin. Something has to go. There's no more second guessing. A fiery climate approaches. When we refuse to let go of something, then the universe creates a drastic moment so that you can see you get some truth being revealed, like a liar's being exposed or something. And when that happens, you're like, okay, I had enough and I'm done, Meditate for answers. So that's why it's happening. Luck is on your side, Sagittarius. A time for healing. You have to heal, and you have to get rid of whoever this energy is, or work, whoever this people are. Let me get a couple of these. Zebra Girl, are you here? Because I'm finishing up. If not, I'll go with Cherry Blossom. And we came here early, a Weepy Star, as you can see. Keep an open mind. Your soulmate may be different than what you've dealt with. So keep an open mind. Be open to love of someone new. You deserve love. Spirit is saying you deserve love, and you will have love. You're calling in your soulmate. And you're healing family issues. There's a lot, like I said, there's a lot going on here, but you're being blessed. I'm gonna get another message from Spirit, guys. Okay, great, Zebra Girl. Soulmate energy. Soulmate energy is coming up in your energy. Past life connection, and spending time with someone. There's someone that doesn't have enough love. You see that? That's the opposite of a soulmate. So you got to get rid of this person, because there's some attachments, definitely. Respectfully, there's some attachments. What did I want to get? Oh, I'm looking at this music card. Music might be a significance, healing. Music might make you happy, watching music channels or whatever. Um, Speak up and speak up. Tell your truth. Tell your truth. There's something. It's like you're watching a show and you know it's gonna blow up, and you're not probably saying much. So you need to speak up when the hits the fan. Because I gotta say those words. I gotta curse. When this hits the fan and they send help, you gotta speak up. You gotta also meet the universe halfway and speak up. That's what it's telling me. And F being nice. Look at the cards that are coming out for you. You can't be nice, you know. You can't be nice anymore. And do your ritual of clearing your energy, of praying. Nothing, you know, because I just want to say, I don't deal with witchcraft or the occult or anything like that. I know it's kind of weird, but because a lot of people are like, do you believe in God? Yes, you know, but rituals that you do could be praying and meditating. That's harmless. That's healing. You could light candles, clear out the air, do sage, do incense. That's a ritual, you know. Or you go by water, you meditate. Those are things. Be kind. You know, this is what it's saying. F being nice with the people that you don't deserve your kindness, and continue to remain sweet, because you're a sweetie and then you're too nice with certain people. And challenge yourself. And it's okay to feel what you feel. Try not to stay in an emotion too long, or feeling sad or crying too long. And that's for everybody, because trust me. And take a vacation, and it could be a simple and soulmate energy as I break the deck. Okay, so that was your reading. Many blessings. All right, Zebra girl. I'm gonna start with your reading next. I'm gonna do your reading next. Okay. And Weepy Star, look, we're at an early time, because well, it's earlier, way earlier than my normal time. And by the way, Weepy Star, the memberships have been paused, so follow me on Patreon. And if something happens to this channel, you can follow me on TikTok now, or when it does, and I'll go live there. Or start a new one. I'll probably start a new channel anyways, but because YouTube is bugging out for no reason. I just can't. So yeah, that's what it is. You're welcome. I don't know what happened to Michelle, whoever else asked about readings, about, spiritual messages. Okay. All right. So this one's for Zebra girl. Got so many decks. Okay, and then I'll close it up and we're good to go. I'll see when I can go live again. But as you can see, I have so much going on. We all do. We all have a lot. So it's hard. Imagine if you had a YouTube channel where everything that you're going through the week, all the nonsense, all the time moments, all that stuff, and then you got to go live, But I chose it because I love it, So it's all good. Yeah, YouTube is bugging out. I already gave a little speech. I don't want to say too much, but it's like they're demonetizing, they're closing, they're deleting channels. Some of my friends' channels were deleted for no reason, because YouTube uses AI to scan channels, and if they find something, AI doesn't have common sense. So, and they say they use human, but mostly AI. And if they feel like, oh no, something's a violation, I'm over it. So if you want to continue the membership, it's going to be on my Patreon. The membership, and we could do members readings there, and I think go live there, I believe. But yeah, if you want to continue the membership, it's going to be through Patreon now. Alright, so let's start with Weekly Star. Yeah, thank you so much for your support, everybody, as well. And I'm sorry I have to be sending people all over the place, but I can't count on YouTube so much. YouTube is a great place to grow and promote stuff, but I'm gonna just restructure how I use YouTube, and I'm gonna promote my stuff, and just you'll see. All right, Caring Connection came out for you first, Zebra Girl. That is your strongest energy, wanting a caring connection, and what is a caring connection, and deciding on the caring connection. Yeah, I'll check. I'm setting it up and everything, but yeah, they some people got a notification, some people didn't. You're in the process of healing. You have somebody in their head thinking, because the shit's getting real now. This person is finally taking you seriously. I'm gonna just say that. There's some legalities that have to take place. Wherever you go, there I'll follow. That's dope, Angel. That's nice. Yeah, because you kind of found me on TikTok. I'm not doing too much on there, but trust me, I'm gonna change. I'm gonna go live more often for different things, to talk about my products, to do some readings. Like I said, I'm gonna build on it, and not just TikTok. I have IG, and I don't, like I said, with these things, I haven't been doing much with it. I don't have that many followers, because I haven't been doing much. But I'm gonna change all that, because when things happen, like that was definitely a top moment. Is a reason, and like I told the members already, Patreon pays is better for us that work, because YouTube takes like 40 or 50% of our fees, and I'm not kidding. So things happen for a reason. I'm just going with the flow. Okay. All right. So let's see. Thank you so much for that. Thank you, Erica and Cherry Blossom. Yeah, nice chocolate. I'm gonna have some chocolate later, because like we need to, just stick together. And for all the people and the subscribers that are watching, the silent watchers, and all the other members, whenever you guys see this, the silent members, you'll know what's happening. Hopefully, this message will get to you. Um, all right. So, caring connection is the biggest thing. Right next to caring connection is legality. So there might be some legalities that you have to take. Now, when these two are together like that, it could be anything simple where it's just paperwork you have to fill out, or there's some legal separation, divorce, or something so extreme as a restraining order. But there's some paperwork here, because you're in the process of healing, and you got to heal from, and you from this, look, deception, and you will have your happy family back. Sometimes your happy family is you, yourself, kids or pets, or just you chilling. And your manifestations are on their way. Be patient, but you also have to meet the universe halfway. There's someone here that is doing underhanded stuff and causing havoc, hostilities, problems. And that's messing with your solar plexus, faith versus fear. Someone is holding a heart, which means there is love, or you believed in it. A cornucopia of blessings is coming, and you need to speak up. Okay, so let's clarify these. And yeah, so it'll be more control over there. And hopefully it is what it is, because like I said, I was about to close the channel. I was about to just shut it down. But then I was like, wait, let me take a moment, because I know I don't want to be a super Aquarius that just be like, I'm gonna look, like, shut it down. But certain things we do have to set boundaries with. But okay, so why is it there's like an unexpected text message coming in? Zebra Girl, it's an unexpected message coming in. But this person, they're not measuring up. There's an unexpected message coming in, and look, this is a younger person, younger male, and then younger female situation. Okay, take this how it resonates. I'm gonna put this here. Let me see where I want to go with this. Let me use this for a second. Thank you so much for your encouragement. I have get ready to drive to Miami. Oh, best of luck. Yeah, with your deal. Best of luck. Nice that we were able to spend time with you. Thank you for your support. And like I said, if you, I'm setting it up. It's kind of set up already, but you know, if y'all want to join there, if y'all don't, trust me, I understand because YouTube is too much. But many blessings and protection, safe travels, and everything. And just look out. You know, when you get settled, I'll probably go live in a couple of days again. You know, whatever. Um, and let y'all know. I'll let y'all know. So, and you could email me if you have any questions. So there's an unexpected energy here. There's a message, soulmate, like an unexpected happiness, and that's something I don't normally get respectfully. But there's unexpected getting to know and happiness here with caring connection. Hey, we got a live one here. We got a good energy. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up, bad energy. You are the main attraction. You're finally standing in your power and in your worth. But just make sure you know what you want. Because you have to take some serious actions here. Let me take a drink. There's some serious action. Yeah, okay. Take care, Erica. Um, all right. So you have faith, you have fear because of a toxic relationship. There was a toxic relationship that you experienced, or you might have experienced several, but there was one that is just that's it. That's the defining relationship that started you on your spiritual journey, or that's catapulting you into change and being different and not dealing with no BS anymore. You're gonna get the truth in a situation, and you want nothing but the truth, and that's gonna help you move into a different direction. You may feel like you have some type of attraction with someone that is hostile. You have like some attachment. You're going to cut those ties that bind you. You're going to cut those ties that bind you. Let me clarify that. You're going to cut those ties that bind you because it doesn't resonate with your spiritual journey anymore. The grass is greener. Yeah, look, you're going to cut the ties that bind you. You're going to be in an energy of being single. The grass is greener somewhere else. You have a fated meeting, Zebra girl. Yo, this reading is lit. Really, Zebra girl? Okay, so invite me to the wedding. And yeah, okay, romantic feelings. And new love. Who found new love? Look at this. Okay, or new love is very heavily in your energy and it's following in your energy. Okay, and we love to see it, boy. So much going on, and it's continuing to surrender. So you got to make a big decision. And somebody's watching your social media, you know, trying to be nosy or whatever, or maybe someone's just a secret admirer. But there's some actions here with social media, and we're clarifying, you know, cornucopia of blessings. You're at a crossroad and the divine is intervening. This is a fated meeting. This is you're going to surrender. It's all written. It's written already. What's going to happen? And Spirit is going to say, speak up. You're going to have to speak up, going on a date, and speak your truth. And the way I see this is before you even go on a date with anybody, you need to vet them. You know, like them movies and action movies when they like, you know, just interview them, or before you even decide, you have to speak your truth. Very important. Like, hey, do you believe in marriage? You hit them with all the hard questions. And if they're like, you asking me too many hard questions, that's not the one. Move on. Because they should be able, if they're really trying to get to know someone to settle down or be serious, they're going to be willing to answer any questions. They're even going to have questions for you. Okay. So make sure you don't waste your time and know exactly what they want. Do you want children? Do you want this? Would you be willing to relocate? All the hard hitting questions because you're at a crossroads. All right. Where do I want to go? Where do I want to go? Let me just see. Yeah. You could be dealing with a fire sign as well, but well, there's somebody that has fire. All right, let's get some of these. Okay. Communication is your key to success. With a gem, you could have gems with a Gemini. Show the world the real you. Aquarius energy. The end of a tough cycle approaches, Capricorn energy. And your hard work is going to pay off. You are good enough. Adjustments are required, so you need to make adjustments in a situation. All right, let me wrap up this reading, but there's a big decision, a big legality, and read the room, read the room. You already know what you got to do. Read the room for these legalities. For somebody is beyond fake, and it's like faking. This came next to family. It's like faking to be part of a family, faking to be a family. Yeah, they're gonna try to reconcile. And as I'm talking about faking to be a family, reconciliation just came out, and they're controlling. This person is controlling, but you have a divine union in this lifetime. You're supposed to have it. So be patient and speak with clarity. Tell the person what you want, what you're going to do, how you're going to move, because you may be missing the intimacy. Yeah, the intimacy is an issue. So they might, but you want someone that knows your love language, and you have to take care of yourself. The person that you are supposed to be with is funny, it's fun, it's not toxic, it's lighthearted. Okay, so that's your reading. Many blessings. This is lovey-dovey stuff. Okay. And someone trying to come in the way of that. The end. But divine is here, so process of healing. Continue your healing and be open to healing medication, medicine, natural healing stuff, everything. Okay. Weepy Star, let's go with you, and that'll be my last. Okay, Weepy Star, you're here. And I'm glad I came out here early. I'm glad I'm doing this early, and I hope you all have, everybody have a nice holiday vacation, or, weekend barbecuing. I'm not sure, grilling. So, all right. I'm glad I caught her live. Yeah, thank you. I'm glad you did too. Yes, it's like positive energy. And that puts you in a positive mood. Yeah, you're welcome. So my Patreon that I'm starting is FOXYBLUU, Foxy Blue, with 2 U's, no E. All right, so Zebra. Okay, so Weepy Star, whatever comes out, do you have a specific question? Yeah, like the scissors. Cut them out. Cut them off. Which one? Specific questions, Zebra? Not Zebra. Weepy Star, or you have whatever comes out. And be sure to subscribe, like this video, and follow me on Patreon. Donate to the channel and support my mission. What do I need to hear right now? Okay. All right, so Spirit, what do we need to hear right now? Let's go with this. What do you need to hear right now? Be careful with hookups and hooking up with people that don't want anything serious. We'll start there. But this fell out. Love on yourself. Know your worth. Know your worth. There's some people that will cause havoc, problems, devastations. You have blessings coming towards you, though. Don't let people like that get in the way of your blessings and abundance of happiness, joy, cornucopia. Yin and yang, caring connection. Second chakra, your passion centers being ignited right now at this time. And you're only going to be around people you're passionate about. So the goddess of the moon is here. And a lot of us need to speak our truth. The throat chakra being blocked. There's something you're not saying. Okay? But you're trying to manifest. You're going to be given the strength card to take a decision. Make a decision. Let's clarify. Passionate people. People that you're passionate about and nothing else. Okay. Okay. Let me clarify. There's an unexpected message, communication coming in, but you're in the process of healing. You can't let someone get you into an argumentative state. This might be someone that you wanna, they kind of want to reconnect with you, and it all sounds good at first, but then it's gonna upset you because it's like you haven't changed, type of thing. Yeah, look, the tower moment happening, okay? A tower moment, as I'm clarifying a yin and yang connection, because you might believe in a connection more than they believe in the connection. Like you wanted the happy-go-lucky ending, but they're someone is not the one, and someone is the one. So you have, so it looks like an ending or clearing out of someone so that you can let this come in, soulmate and new energy coming in. Because look, right behind that, you see what I'm saying? This has missed messages here. So there's a time moment coming up where there's a shake up to give you clarity so you can see the truth. Why? Because someone's wearing a false mask and spirit is saying you need to read the room. You need to read the signs. And then you have this when you clear that energy. Divine timing is at work right now in your love life and life. Why is the strength card here? What do we need to know about the strength card? What do we need to hear? Okay. Player card came out. I'm clarifying why is the strength card here. What you need to hear right now is that someone's a player, someone's a liar, someone is playing games. And be strong and wise enough, because you already are, to know and identify and not keep mingling and talking back and forth with someone that ain't going nowhere. Become a mystery. Spirit is saying don't talk to them. A mystery is someone that doesn't speak. You don't say where you're going. You don't say what's happening. You don't communicate. They don't know where you're at, etc. Because you're at a crossroads right now. Whether you should go on a date or not. And you're going to end up ghosting them or already have them ghost, and spirit is saying continue to, keep them there. There's a celebration, get together happening. And yes, because someone's going to regret. You're going to be the one that got away. That was, because they're still third partying and doing all kinds of stuff. But you're going to have a spiritual relationship. That's your karma when you continue to go on this path. Let me go here. Let's see. What do we need to hear? What else do we need to hear? Take a chance. Spirit is saying take a chance on something new. Yeah, someone is young or very immature. There's a male here that's very immature. And maybe still attached to a female as well. I want to say that. And unexpected income is here. A sudden wealth is here. And then this wanted to come out. The way it fell out, like it was like forcing its way out. So we have a pick here, an older man and a younger energy here. Let's see. What do we need to know about younger energy? Yeah, this is someone that's gonna use and abuse you when it comes to finances. And when you're with this person that's toxic, you're gonna lose money. You got money coming all the way, and I think they may know that you may have coming money, or that you're working very hard and that you're stable, or you're trying to stabilize yourself. And spirit is saying don't let people pocket watch you. Don't tell people what you're up to. So you do have someone that is official. There's gonna be the person that is for you is an older person. Let's see what we have. There's a message. This text message is gonna be a message of concern. It's not gonna be anything that you're like I said, and I already said it in the beginning. You might start off like, "Hey, how you doing? Where you been?" And then no. So what the lesson here is: don't engage with the same people that are terrible or whatever. There's a wealthy man energy here, and money coming in. Let me clarify this. Wealthy man. per usual. Whoa, why did the cards just do that? Okay, clarify, wealthy man. So people that are not passionate and respectful, don't engage. Yeah, because the divine is intervening, because it feels like there's someone here that's unfinished business, and it's coming out with clarifying, wealthy man. Okay, where you may feel you have to decide, is the grass greener, what's better for me. You have the wisdom, you got to use it. You have your intuition, you must use it. So this also applies for future. Yes, future. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If you're not seeing some of this, is future. Music is very centering and healing for you. And another unexpected message. So it just keeps saying unexpected message. So there might be two people, or just double communication. Someone's really trying to get in contact, or will be trying to get in contact with you. Let's get what you need to know from spirit. Okay. You putting in work, actions that help achieve a goal. The actions that you need to put in, whether it's setting boundaries or telling people who you really are or what you want. A passionate connection. You do have a soulmate new energy here. Energy is gaining momentum. Connect to the divine. When you're confused on making a decision, ask your spirit guides, ask your angels. As I said that, I was just saying that. And be patient. The spirit saying, your manifestations are on their way. This fell out. Happiness and balance is here. You're gonna start seeing 222 again. So, and someone is gonna confess something. There's a secret that's being revealed. This is a tower moment, a situation of revelation and clarity. You're gonna get information, and the information is this. Look, message of concern. It's a message that you're just gonna be like, really? Are you serious? So the truth is gonna be revealed to you, so you can have a bigger awakening, and you know to move on. Yeah, to move on. To move on, okay? All right, so let me look at these cards. Let's see what is happening. Continue to surrender. Okay. Deeper main attraction. You may have several options in that, but not everybody's an option. Some people need to be cut off. If you ask them enough questions, they're gonna slip through the cracks, because when you engage and ask people some hard hitting questions, you might not like the way they answer, and that goes with somebody trying to reconnect with you. So get through your inner fears. Do not be afraid of failing. And the person that you end up with is happy go lucky. Have faith. And you will be manifested to be with someone that is a safe place. Courting is coming up for you, and this is also a situation, deeper intimacy, having deeper relationships with somebody that you resonate, but also wanting the intimacy. A lot of people feel lonely and have needs, and make decisions because they have needs. So be aware, be careful, because you're coming out as the main attraction. Yeah, gotta cut through the nonsense. You're gonna be encouraged to give a relationship a chance that is positive, going on dates, honeymooning, and attachment. So be aware of connections and being attached to energies that are not positive. You have to let them go in your mind or in real life. Calling in, manifesting a soulmate, healing also family issues and new love. So you're on the process of new love. You're on the journey to new love. This is a journey they're putting you on, new love. So obviously when this is being put, you deserve love, on the journey of new love, and it's safe to love again. That means you're supposed to leave the people behind. This is what you're heading towards. Something very extremely positive, just like Zebra Girls reading, and you need to leave those people behind. Final messages. Yeah, because it's encouraging you to move on heavily. Celebration. So you have some good times, some, good laugh celebrations. Avoid toxic people at all costs. It's telling you. You're going to overcome the obstacles. You got the strength card here and a fresh start. It could be children in the future also, or there's something to do with children, but a fresh start. Ask your angels is saying that. And be kind to the right people. Don't let people take advantage of you. You have special gifts. Don't surrender to regular when it comes to finances as well. Um, okay, validate your past. All right, and decisions that gain clarity to making decisions. When you make decisions, you're gonna get in celebration. So I'm gonna leave it. You're reading right here. You have some good times for your hard work, time spent in good company. Enjoy the happy moments, the good moments, and many blessings. And embrace the new and cut out. There's people that need boundaries. Okay, so that was your reading. Thank you everybody for being here. Um, Take advantage of, yeah, and not even the new people coming into your life. So again, if you need to contact me, foxybluesecretgarden at gmail. Just, I'll be still using this channel if everything's fine, and hopefully I'm still trying to get them to fix things, but it might be a little while. So in the meantime, like I said, if you want to follow me on Patreon, you can. And if you have any questions, just contact me. Thank you for being here. Enjoy your weekend, your holiday, and we'll see you next time. Nice to connect with y'all. Thank you for your support and for your memberships. I appreciate you, and enjoy your weekends. Nice to see everybody. Bye.